A man had just jumped into the swimming pool when the janitor poured several snakes into the water. As the janitor was about to quietly slip away, he noticed one more snake still in the bucket. In this critical moment, he glanced at the bodyguard nearby, who hadn't noticed the janitor's actions. So the janitor released that last snake into the pool as well. Meanwhile, the man was blissfully swimming, completely unaware of the impending crisis rapidly approaching. A second later, the bodyguard had planned to go help, but realized the snakes had already surrounded the man. Terrified, the man splashed the water to drive the snakes away, narrowly making it back to shore. It was then that the venom began taking effect in his body. The bodyguard called for medical assistance while quickly escorting the man downstairs, where they found an ambulance already waiting out front. In the urgency of the moment, the bodyguard didn't think twice. What they didn't know was that the paramedics had actually come to kill the man. The medics symbolically drew a vial of blood before preparing to take the man away. Just as they started the vehicle, the real ambulance arrived on the scene, exposing them. One of the fake paramedics swiftly pulled out a dagger to cover his accomplice's escape. After evading the bodyguard, he successfully got in the car and got away. The man was taken to an abandoned factory. To his surprise, his kidnappers turned out to be a group of elderly men and women. However, they weren't robbers, but rather family, members of victims. Over a decade ago, their loved ones had been brutally murdered one after another. In South Korea, the statute of limitations for murder is 15 years. As soon as it expired, Kim Soo-hyun publicly confessed to being the killer. From back then, he even wrote a book detailing how he committed the crimes, all to gain publicity. He had the audacity to kneel before the victims' families, begging for forgiveness, undoubtedly a provocation to them. So the victims' families decided to tie Kim Soo-hyun up to punish him, but just as they were about to take action, someone secretly cut the power. The sudden darkness caused a panic. By the time they got their bearings, Kim Soo-hyun had been rescued by someone else, Detective Park, the officer in charge of investigating the original case. But then a mysterious figure suddenly emerged, claiming to be the real murderer. To prove it, he went to the burial site and left a mark on a tree for the police. Following his directions, the police found human remains under the marked tree.